Hey Flosstube, it's me, Hannah, the Okie Stitcher here with another Flosstube update. Today is the 14th of November, 2024. So, a life update, still in between houses. We think that we got it narrowed down, but it's still going to be a few more weeks. So, here I am, hotel living still. Is getting really old. Been living in a hotel since June. I'm just getting really tired of it, but there's nothing I can do about it, so whatever. Off the top of my head, that's all I can think life update wise. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so a couple of weekends ago, me and my daughters went to Branson, Missouri as a farewell trip with our now old Girl Scout troop. It was a farewell trip, not only for my daughters, but also there's a couple of other scouts that are also moving due to the military. So it was just like one big last hurrah for a lot of the scouts in the troop. So we went to Fritz Adventure, which is like a jungle gym basically, and then Silver Dollar City. And Silver Dollar City was really, really cool. We were expecting Halloween because it was 2 days after Halloween, and we got tree lighting for Christmas, which at first I was kind of salty about because I was like, ugh, you know, I'm still in the Halloween mood, but then like once I got there and got in the atmosphere, it was very memorable. I'm actually glad that now we got to be there on tree lighting day. So that was really cool. I know that a lot of cross stitchers are also quilters. There is a quilt shop in Silver Dollar City, Miss Kate's Quilt or something like that. It's a somewhat tiny store. I didn't get to actually go in. I just like looked through the window as I walked by, because trying to get teenagers to slow down and go into a quilt shop is impossible. On my way to the Girl Scout trip, we stopped at Cecilia Stampler's, and I was only able to stay in there for like 15 minutes, which is fine. I didn't need a whole lot of time, but what I did see, because I did do a quick walkthrough in all of the what is the name for it when people model stitches. All the model stitches on the wall were gorgeous, so gorgeous. I wish I had had longer to stay in there and actually look at everything, but you know, we had places to be. And the trip wasn't about cross stitch, it was about Girl Scouts. So we did that. I did make one purchase while I was there, and that was black 14 count Aida for my husband's stocking, which I will be starting soon. Yeah, I bought it there because the stocking is kind of a weird dimension, and I wanted to make sure that I was getting enough. So I had the pattern, and I went in and talked to the lady who was cutting the fabric, and she got the calculator out and she helped me figure out how much I needed, and it was really competitive to what I would have bought that same yardage for on Amazon. So I'm really glad that I bought it there, because now I have that reassurance that it'll be the right size. So hopefully maybe someday I can go back there. I think I saw, and I walked through really fast, I think I saw water lilies there, which I'm gonna need for my memorabilia that I'm planning on starting somewhat soon. So yeah, I think That's all I can think about. I'm kind of in a hurry because I have to get to work here in a few minutes. But if I think of anything else, I'll just, I don't know. I do make more frequent posts over on Instagram. So if you're interested in my in-between video live, that would be a good spot. And it's the same name, the_Okie_Stitcher. Okay, so into stitching. I have 2 travel pieces that I did take with me to Silver Dollar City and Fritz Adventure. The first one is Professor McGonagall. This is on 18 count white Aida, called for DMC. Well, no, take that back. So, the clothing is called for. The background was like a blue, and I switched that up with more of the Gryffindor colors. So the original is like 2-tone blue stripes. So I'm just gonna do just plain red, well, as close to Gryffindor red as I could get. And then the little stars are gonna be like Gryffindor gold. So there's that. The pattern is Lunar Fox Stitches over on Instagram. And, oh, it's 2/1. So 2 strands of DMC floss over 1 box of fabric. Then there's this one. This is Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh. I grew up watching, of course, the classic mini adventures of Winnie the Pooh, but also the new adventures of Winnie the Pooh from like the 1980s, early 1990s. And I recently, well, not recently, but several months ago, I found it on Disney Plus, and I binged all of them, and it was so nostalgic. I love it. Anyway, so Rabbit is my favorite character. He's just very relatable. He or she is just very relatable. And yeah, I'm getting really far on this. Rabbit is almost completely done. I basically just got his nose and back stitching, and that's it for him. And then I gotta do, obviously, this. This is called for DMC floss, 2/1 on 14 count white Aida. So yeah. And then, oh, pattern is from the same designer, Lunar Fox Stitches. Then I had a finish. I finished this just 2 nights ago. I haven't even posted it to Instagram yet. Okay. This is my youngest daughter's stocking. It is on Grace Knows Fabrics, Once Upon a Time, 14 count Aida. This is 2/1, and the pattern is off of Etsy. I did do a lot of, well, not a lot of changes, but I did do several changes to it. And I will show you and then I'll explain. So, and then I still got my needle minder on there because I don't want my needle disappearing in my hotel room. So, the color for the name has changed, and I did the snowflakes, and I sorry, my husband's calling in. I need to like speed this up. So there was supposed to be trees in here, and these I took out the trees because I felt like it just cluttered up the pattern. And then for Toulouse, there was a tree that went over him, so I had to re-chart parts of him. And then the ornaments, I had her change out the colors because the colors were the same as the kittens, and I wanted them to stand out a little bit. So And I asked her if I wanted, my daughter, I asked her if she wanted me to put in more snowflakes up top because there was some empty spaces. And she said nope, she likes it as is, so kept it as is. And there's that. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So now I am 50% done with our stockings. Okay, so there is that. And then the only other thing that I am working on, it's kind of hard to move this thread, but I did pull this back out because it was the easiest thing for me to grab because it's in this shoebox. And with hotel lighting, it's very difficult to know which room you're gonna get if you're gonna have enough lighting. And this one, because it's printed, you know, you're probably gonna have good enough lighting. So I am working up here, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try to complete, for this hotel stay, I'm gonna try to complete this, and then I'm just gonna do like box by box until I get all the way across. That'll probably take me a few weeks because it doesn't look like a lot, but it's actually quite a bit of stitching, as you can tell by the numbers. So yeah, and this is, here's a better picture of it. This pattern is no longer available, so I'm glad I grabbed it when I did. But it's obviously the Little Mermaid. All right, well that is it. I gotta go so I can call my husband back and get to work. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later. TTFN, ta-ta for now.